And we're going to go over the map and what it has and all the kind of cool things. So let's begin. Hi guys, and welcome to the Farranac Coast map analyzation video. We're going to go and analyze all the cool things about this new map before it releases tomorrow. So let's get on with it. So first things, this is the I'm a Warden player. We're going to do the Warden side first. If I ever do a Colonial side, probably won't, but this is the Warden's aspect. So this is your HQ called Meta. It's the hometown of Meta, as you can see here, and we're going to first analyse how the strength of the first Warden Island. So the Wardens start in the north-east, and the Colonials start in the pure west. Now the Colonials, let's bring up my little map tool over here. So, how many towns are there that the Colonials would occupy? So you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. On the other side, probably should do it in. We'll do it in their colours next time. So Wardens have 1, 2, 3, and 4 as well. So we all get 4 bases, I believe. However, as you can see in the pure southeast, there's a couple of other towns. There's 1, 2 towns over here, and these could be very influential on the map. So let's compare both of the two starting areas for the factions quickly. Let's have a look. Let's have a proper look then. So the Wardens own 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 scrap nodes. Okay? And on the other hand, the Wardens own 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, the Wardens have a clear advantage there of 1 more scrapyard than their opponent. Okay, let's go over component yards. So, the Colonials get 1, 2, 3, and 4 component yards, it looks like, unless I missed any out. And the Wardens, they get 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. So even split there between the component yards. If I'm correct, I think that is correct. Okay. Ah, I think I missed another scrapyard. Did I miss one? Sorry, chat. I missed another scrapyard here. There's one here that's hidden by this fob. So I believe we get 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10! 10 scrapyards! Holy crap. I didn't even realise it. 10 scrapyards. So sorry about that, guys. 10 versus 8 scrap nodes. For the, Wardens get 10, Colonials get 8. That is huge. Sorry I missed that because of the fob in the way there. But that's pretty big. Okay, let's go on to... so they both get the same component yards. Let's go on to the... sulfur nodes. So sulfur, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And over here, the Colonials get 1, 2, 3, 4. They get 4 as well. So even Stevens for components and the other thing. Okay. Fuel points. Do we really need to go with fuel points? It's not that important fuel because one is no more than enough for everybody. But fuel, you got 1, 2 fuel points, 3 there, and then the Wardens get. Let's have a quick look over here. Wardens get 1, 2, 3. We get 3 as well. So evens over there. So the only advantage in resources is the Wardens get more scrapyards than their opponents on their Colonial opponents. That could be quite important for making so that they can secure this entire beach approach. Now, I would imagine that this is where you'd probably want to build your Atlantic wall, fortify up this and put bunkers and stuff all the way down here, and then if Colonials, the Wardens captured this, they would probably want to do the same over here. Now, I think probably the key to winning this map is probably who controls this island. Okay, so because this island owns what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scrap nodes, 1, 2 component nodes, And it does have a refinery here. Does it have a refinery? Let me just zoom in on my actual in-game map here. I don't. Oh, it does. It has a refinery there. Couldn't really see it because of the Macca's crossing, but it does have a refinery. So basically, this entire island itself can, you know, it can support itself. So it has everything it needs. It has the scrap, it has components, it has fuel, sulfur, and shirts, as well as a church. And a workshop and weapons and double weapons factory. So if you help this whole island, you could like literally stay on this island and live the entire time on this island. You wouldn't need any outside support, which is quite important. So this is a very important island to get. Now I haven't explored any of these areas down here, so I need to figure out where landing crafts can actually land. I believe Husk's Hollow. Let's switch back over to 1 second.
Yeah, get 2 field at the chat.
1 second here, guys. So I think if you're Wardens, attacking Husk Hollow first to get a barge across to here would be absolutely paramount. And I believe the Wardens can do that a lot quicker than the Colonials, because you can. Their dockyard is here, and they would have to come over here, and that's a bit of a further stretch they would have to make to get to their first city. Also, the fact that you have the refinery over here means that it's a lot easier to hold this area of the map, especially with 2 scrapyards, than it is this side of the map. You'd have to need outside help to be able to hold this area where this is you don't. So I think that's a clear Warden advantage there on that map front. Now, I believe from the vehicle factories here and here, you can... Oh, there's one over here as well. And over here. Any on this side? There's one over here as well. So, with these vehicle factories, you can produce armoured personnel carriers, and you don't need, you know, so I think it's Tech 1 at the moment. I don't know if they'll make it further tech, but you can basically, from straight away from the get-go, you can swarm across with an armoured personnel carrier and get your men across. But you can only colonise the towns once you've got yourself a CV across from here. But it'd be a lot easier for Wardens to do so, because they've just got to get past the river, whereas the Colonials have to get past the whole goddamn sea. So definitely, I think this is a really good Warden advantage. But a good point in chat that's been raised, it has to go from dock to dock. Now, even though it appears that these areas here look like dockyards, it'll only work if you go to the dockyard here. So, unlike going from here to here, I don't think you're allowed to do that. You'd have to go from here and then there to there. So that would actually be a colonial advantage. However, that being said, it'll be, again, it's a lot quicker to then build an APC and get some troops across here to then fortify this town. And that's probably why in this beta map, the Colonials own this town, is because they can get across quicker with a barge. So this dockyard is going to be really highly sought in contention. I don't know how quickly you could probably get an APC. Let's just kind of measure the distance. It's probably APC from the vehicle factory to here. It's probably quicker for Colonials. Okay, so I'm not... As someone analysing that, I think that's not too bad, considering that the Wardens could, you know, potentially quickly go over here, land over here, and then, you know, even though they don't have the town hall, they could just use the scrapyard to build up some defences. But the refinery is probably going to be out of action until CV gets there. So, again, that wouldn't be good for the Wardens. But, like we said, the Wardens do own 2 more scrap nodes than the Colonials on the far western side. But yeah, I think this port here is going to be like seriously up for contention. That is, you know, everybody's going to want to rush this port straight away, which is a shame. But yes, So I'm going to have to test that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably test getting. We'll go to Husk Hollow and we'll go figure out how we can get a port. I think or something across. Also, it's also worth to note there doesn't appear to be any road into Husk Hollow. Whereas there is a road right up to the port here at Maria. So I'm gonna go now into the game, and we're gonna go now investigate around the map and have a look around and see what's cool and what's going on. So let's go do that. So let's jump into the game. Okay, so I'm at the town hall right here, and we're gonna go look around the entirety of Meta and see what it has to offer. So right here is the major town hall. Next to it is the workshop. Vehicle factory is so super close. Also, the refinery is not too far away from both scrap nodes, so you can easily get yourself a trucks up and running very fast. There appears to be lots of garrison houses around the perimeter. Let me just jump out with my binoculars and just have a quick look around. So let's have a look around to the northwest. Okay, that is not a garrison. This one's a garrison house. Scrapyard over here. So this garrison house can overlook the, half of the scrapyard. One over there. Some more destroyed buildings over here. Another garrison house there and there. Let's have a look down south. So that's the vehicle thing. That isn't a garrison house. Okay, so the western side of the vehicle factory is pretty exposed when it comes to garrisonable houses. Let's go swing around to the south side of town. To the weapons factories. So let's see how far the weapons factory is. So we've got another. Alright, so now we've got two more garrison houses here, which is quite nice. A third one there. So they will be able to protect the on that one there. So these houses would be quite nice to build up so they can defend the weapons factories. One over here, the two more over there, and another one over there, and another one over there. Guys, loads of them. So you could probably, if you build up all the garrison houses, your town centre would probably be pretty much covered by 360 protection, apart from maybe the northeast. Would probably be the easiest angle of approach from the enemy. Ooh, look at that muddy pathway. Right then, let's go and explore Westwatch. So let's go up to Westwatch and have a look around there. Right, let's have a cup of tea. So as you can see, like Upper Heartlands, this map has a lot of bushes. Now a lot of people like and dislike them. I mean, I've got a love-hate relationship with them as well. They're great for advancing on enemy positions, and you can hide in them quite well. Okay, over here, this is the first thing I've ever seen in any map. A component yard and scrap yard combined. This is like a scrapper's dream. This area right here. This is going to be a really high productive area for scrapping and getting components for sure. So that area is going to be very nice. Yeah, is the patch out? No, I'm just doing an analysis of the map, Shizzo. So I'm just having a look around. I could probably put this on YouTube later so people know. Fuel point right there. You know, it's not blocks, but the fences stop here, so you can just drive your truck over there to get to the fuel point. Right, I haven't been this far yet on this map, so everything else I'm going to see for the first time. Okay, nice scrap yet node, which is basically next to the road, which is perfect. Oh, there's some sulfur spot. How far away off the road is that? Let's have a quick jump out and have a look. That sulfur node is... I don't know what the APC is over there. Okay, that sulfur node isn't too far off the road, so the fuel was there. You know, you get the idea. It's not so far away. We don't really need to check that, but it's a little ways off the road. It's not a big deal. Okay, so this is the mooring dens. This area is called. This whole area over here. Okay, so let's go into Westwatch. Okay, let's have a look around here. So we've got a church. We could build med supplies. How many garrison houses? One there. Next to another workshop. Garrison houses. There's a town hall. There's the beach. Really close to the beach. This isn't a garrisonable house. This one is though. Lots of goddamn bushes for the enemy to sneak up into. So let's get a bit further close to this beach line and see where would be the ideal place to build a wall. Would be. Okay, let's have a look around here. Oh, I like the seagull sound effect. That's quite nice. Okay, so here's a dockyard. We have a garrisonable house right next to the dockyard, which is really nice to be able to hold the dockyard. So all the whole area along the beach is where you can build up defenses. This is the edge of the map, is indicated by this kind of white force field thing. So you'd probably want to build, like, you could probably build lots of line defenses down here, but the first line you might want to build is from this side of the edge of the map down here. You do not want to build further back than this. Like if you build like your wall down there, which would be a big no-no because the enemy could sneak up in the bushes and grenade your defenses. So you'd want to build your Atlantic wall probably either like starting here or even, you know, I don't know if you can build into the let's just get our hammer out and have a quick check here and investigate. Hey Redker, you're welcome, mate. So it looks like you can build defenses right here. And you can build walls up to this point. So you could literally put a freaking... You know, you don't even... You know, not like Omaha Beach, where, you know, like in Saving Private Ryan, where the bunkers and stuff are up by the goddamn... You know, where the beach meets the land. You know, you could build, like, your fortified walls all the way down here to the coast. So it'd be incredibly difficult for anybody to storm across the beach. I'm not sure if that is a fair and balanced thing, because look, someone's already put down a blueprint for an anti-tank gun. Like, if a landing craft was to try to come across there, they'd just get immediately blown up by the anti-tank gun. So that would just be, you know, kind of be crazy. So yeah, a couple of anti-tank guns in the shoreline, and you just stop them landing altogether. So I'm not sure about that. I think it would be balanced if you were not allowed to build this far down the coastline. You're forced to build a bit further up, because this looks a bit broken to me, being able to build this many defenses this close to the you know, the water. But who knows? Let's have a quick look at the this dockyard over here and have a look. So this is an APC. Look, someone's already got a barge going off. There's a Maybar with his barge. Floating. Oh, well there you go. There's something I just learned. So if there's something floating in the middle of the water, you could use a barge to pick it up. Interesting that the AT gun didn't fall down to the ground and blow itself up or sink to the bottom of the sea. I think that's you know, remember, this is still early access. There's still things that need to be worked on. Okay, so I don't believe that we can build on any of these wooden platforms. I wouldn't. Yeah, we can't build on here. So it makes it a bit easier for the attackers to be able to come in and attack this area. You'd probably want to build some defenses, like on this road here. I mean, not to block anything coming through, but you might want to, because the enemy would be able to come, you know, dock their ships here. So building an anti-tank gun, probably here, would probably be an ideal spot. Let's have a look. Something like that. Hopefully that wouldn't block the armor personnel carriers coming through in the vehicles, but you'd want to stop the enemy from being able to load their own dockyards on this thing, so anti-tank guns would be the best thing. I still don't know if anti-tank guns, you know, shoot at the enemy vehicles, but they should do, because they shoot at everything else. So this is a big area. I don't believe we can build, like, you know, it would be nice to be able to build storage boxes and stuff on this wooden thing, because, you know, or, you know, it would be good, at least it'd be a good place to store vehicles, this whole area here, if anything. So you could just, like, before a big push, you could put all your trucks over here, ready to, you know, stored up with a load of resources, and then you could start rushing out barges. Let's actually have a look at the dockyard. I've actually not gone up to it and look. So this is the shipyard. Okay, that's how you build something, and then you come over here and you just start whacking it with a hammer, I think. Yeah, pretty much like that. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So you could probably put some spare barges dotted around the area, like you could have a couple ready to go. No, it might be a good idea to, like, build up like 4 barges or something. There's a lot of space around here. You could just put some in the water. Okay, let's go back to our truck. Is that my truck? Did someone move my truck up? I think this is my truck. Wait, is that my truck? No, my truck's over there. I don't want to steal someone else's truck. That's not very nice. That's a garrisonable house as well. Now it's night time. It's not the best time. But also, this town hall is very close to their dockyard. Like, it's within, like, 30 seconds, like 15 seconds running distance, and you're back to the dockyard, and you're back to the defense line. So this town hall is really easy to defend. So if you're an attacker, the best thing you would do is probably try and storm this beach in the middle of the towns, where it's a lot harder to get to. Yeah, because this whole area over here is not defended. So you'll probably want to get a fob here, 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 and probably here. So you've got this whole entire coastline defended. Right, let's go. Let's keep exploring around. This is my truck, yeah. Okay, let's keep driving. Okay, so that road, that side road there, led off to the shirt factory. Let's keep having a look down here. So here's a cliff face right here. Very good place to build fortified bunkers on. You know, up on this ridge line here, if you could do. You could see for ages. I can imagine teams building layers and layers of these fortified bunkers. So, here's a sulfur node area. And here's a fob that someone else has built earlier. This would probably be a good place to build a fob because obviously you've got the sulfur and scrap right next to each other. And it's like in the slap bang middle of the beach, you know, the middle of the map where the beach is. So this would be a good spot. Let's see if anyone's already... Yeah, see, people already here have built fortified bunkers. So you get an idea of how easy it is to defend this area. You know, one fortified bunker, the enemy are not getting through. I think these are all man-made anti-tank traps as well. Which is really cool. And some barbed wire in the water. Man, I can't wait to play this map. It's gonna be sick. But that's I guess you get yourself an idea of how easy it is to like defend a beachhead, or yeah, defend a beach with this. Okay, let's go down there, and then you got a direct road into the thing as well. But this, I think this area here would probably be the weakest to defend. Because there's no roads leading in this area. But again, even if, like, let's say the colonials did land here, they would only be able to build a barracks to respawn on this side. They can't bring CVs across it because they have to land them at a dock. So they could pretty much get through here. Okay, component yard right next to the road, fantastic. Another scrap node there as well. All these scrap nodes and stuff are really close to the roads. There's a few maps where, you know, you've got components and scrap nodes placed really in awkward spots. Don't ask me why the devs have done that. God knows why they've done that. I wish they would also make it so scrap does not spawn on the roads. That's like, you know, asking for people to get run over. Jesus Christ, that seagull sounds ugly. I live in Brighton and I know what seagulls sound like, and that was like, ugh. That is how a seagull sounds like, but you don't hear that noise that often. They normally just squawk. Okay, this is the vehicle factory, it's already leveled up. So here you go, the landing APC it's 140 mats. You can build it straight away, currently, though they might change that. So that's kind of cool. Right. Okay, so you can build your vehicle factory. Let's go check out the town hall over here. So you've got another refinery here at Sickle Hill, which is nice. There's the town hall. Scrapyard, you got a road going off there. That scrapyard might not be in the best spot, actually, that one there, because you'll have to walk down to it. But it's not too bad. So let's have a look. I'm actually curious to see what the territory looks like down this area here. Let's get out here and have a look. Like, what does this lead off to? Is this just a pure cliff face? Oh shit, I'm gonna get trapped in here now. Oh. Oh, phew, I thought I got trapped. Okay, it's kind of nighttime right now, so I can't really see. So you might want to tilt your screen so you can see what I'm looking at. But I think this is all cliff face. You probably can't come up this way unless... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is all cliff face. I don't think you could actually... Could you actually dock there and get out on the mountains? On that little area there? Oh, you're going to have to test that out, Colonials, but I don't know if you could actually do that. But it looks like this whole area is cliff face. So it might be the easiest way to attack from, but who knows. So this whole area here is most likely cliff face. Let's go to Husk's Hollow and check that area out. And there's also this mountaintop is really close to this town hall. So if any enemies get on top of that town hall, sorry, top of that mountain, it'd be quite easy to take out this town, I think. Yeah, we looked at that was the southwest coast. We're now going to check over to Husk's Hollow and figure out if there's actually a pathway down to Husk's Hollow. I don't think there is, though. Oh, there might be. Where's this lead? It's just not marked on the map for some reason. Now, why do the devs do that? They mark some roads and the other roads they don't mark. I guess this is still maybe... Okay, there's definitely a road that leads to Husk Hollow, but they've just not put it in on the map. Okay, there's the town hall. Shirts here as well. And then here's the dockyard. Okay, what's he doing there? I think what I'm going to do is I'm